Hi guys, my name is Pankaj, and in this video I will be talking about the React 19 and what new has been introduced in this React 19 and the improvements, and also we will discuss about how to upgrade. So let's get started with the what's new. So we have a action, like actions are basically any update in the data mutation and then update the state. So basically, whenever we use a form, like we make a API call and then handle the response. So during that, we have several states. Like so, for that we have to manually handle them, like using these states here. Just like here, we have pending. Basically, for disabling the button, we have to take the extra state that we make it true and then false. So this state during while this state updates, so entire component re-renders. So instead of rendering the whole component, we can what React 19 is this new hook use transition. So this React use transition, what does it do is it basically gives you a function where you can pass the synchronous function, whatever operation you want to do, and when this is getting resolved until this call is completed, your is pending will automatically be true, and once it is resolved, is pending will become false. And in that scenario, only this button will re-render, not entire component. So this improvement, you can say optimization, that is introduced in this, and there are some other hooks as well, like use optimistic. We will discuss about it, and also use form status and use action state. So let's start with the use action state first. So in this, uh, basically it is like a simple, uh, like for doing any async operation. It gives you three parameters: error, submit action, or is pending. Like for any form, you can handle the action, and you can show the error, or any processing state you can show, like using a loading loader, or you can disable the button. So this is pending is used there. So like what it does is, like, simply when the API response is getting resolved, uh, this is pending will be true, and then it after it completes, so it will become false. So you don't have to manually handle uh, all the forms, like any you don't have to take any states here. It's like reducing the boilerplate code. Similarly, use external speed. I mean, this same. Uh, use external speed, and you can also have a previous state, and this entire form state will be uh, there, like in this, and you can pass it here as a second parameter. So let's check it. Fine. So yeah, this is the uh, code which you can use for creating any user state, and user state previously was use form state, but they have renamed it and deprecated the use form state. So it is now use action state, and you can just pass the action form function like you have to pass this action function here, so you can directly handle the form. And also there is the use form status like while the form is getting submitted, so you can uh, disable the button like using this form. Basically, whenever you will use a form tag, and inside that you will make a, I mean, you will use custom design component for button or anything like, in that case, this pending will be updated from the parent. Like you don't have to manage, you don't have to drill this boolean, and this will be handled automatically for you. Similarly, like we have this use optimistic. So this is uh, like basically instead of taking the new state uh, for displaying the intermediate, like when the API calling is made. So you can show a dummy name. Let's say you can show some other text as well, like loading or anything. So that basically it basically prevents the rendering. So you can just set its value, and then this will be displayed here. So this immediately render the optimistic name while the update name request is in progress, and the update is finished or errors, React will automatically switch back to current name. So yeah, current name will be like same, and optimistic name will be replaced, and whatever the updated name we will get, or we can just update it from the independent. So basically, this is avoiding the extra state here, and also this new use hook is introduced in the React 19. So this in this new API, you can make the API call, or you can read a promise, and you can handle it by suspense. So here, while passing the promise to the use hook, so when this is getting resolved in that time, like suspense will render this fallback component like here loading. So this is very useful in API calling or any promise handling. So next is and this is for we have like for getting theme context. So this theme is being used. So also there are some updates in this server React server components. We are not going to talk about this right now. So let's skip it. So what are the improvements in the React 19? First is like React Ref as a prop. I mean, in React 19, like you can now access these ref as a prop, so you can pass the reference as a child, like from parent to child. So this is the improvement, and so ref pass to classes are not passed as prop since they reference to component instance. So this basically is saying the refs that are passed to class component are not passed as a prop, because class space is completely different concept. Of, and here like it's in functional component. So this update is only for the, and they have also removed forward ref basically for calling the child function. So instead of creating the reference in the child, you can just pass the ref from the from the parent. This is the improvement in React 19, and there are improvement in errors logging, like for hydration. They they are there is slightly improved error logging while there is the hydration error in the React, and the context as a provider, theming, simply like context we can yeah, so basically they have removed the use of context like this. So provider, we don't have to write the provider, we can just directly use theme context to render, and then you can pass the value. So here we don't have provider as a child component. So this make the code shorter, and also there is this cleanup function for ref. So after like this component is cleaned up, so at the end we can also clean the refs. And there is some changes in TypeScript, like the way you write the ref function. You can't use it in the curly braces. Instead, you have to, like, you can't assign in in the brackets. You have to use curly braces. And for this, is the default value is returning the value. I mean, it's like the default value that returns whatever you provide here, and uh, so it basically schedules the re-render in the background. So you can also add some document metadata here. All the tags you can add within the component itself. This is the improvement. Some you can also manage style sheets within the component. So you can just use the link tag and pass the source here. I mean link. You can pass the path to your CSS file. And so there is a support for script as well, synchronous script. In this, you will um, the script will be duplicated so that the React will only once will only load and execute the script once, even if it is rendered by multiple different components. So basically, this is for loading the script. This will be executed once. And preloading is also in, available in React 19. So basically, this preloads all the scripts, and you can also use to load fonts and CSS files, and although any other uh, CDN you can use here to load the resources, and you can also pre-connect. So pre-connect is basically for connecting to the server, like before uh, actually loading all the components. I mean, with it, just to make the connection to the server. And there is also compatibility with third-party scripts and extensions. And as we discussed, like they have improved the error reporting. So we have uh, duplicates error handling used to come earlier while hydrating root component. So right now it is not. This will not create duplicity. There is also supports for custom elements. So this is about the changes and here upgrading guide. Basically, you can update. You have to first install it. So for installing, you have to use command. You have to install the RC version and you have to add these dependencies until the stable version comes. You have to use RC and so this code modes is a utility that is helpful very it can automatically update the code within your project and wherever you have uh, you have all any React older version so in that you can if you have any code that is not supported in the React 19 it will modify that automatically and change that. So this is very helpful like for in a big project. But before doing the changes, you also have to, I mean, before releasing the changes, you have to make sure that uh, it is reviewed properly. So they have various code modes. So you can use all these code modes. You just have to write these commands and the target directory you have to pass. So like one major change is also here is like this uh, create root function is introduced. So earlier this was uh, root only, where you have had to pass the container and error logging was not there, I think. So here they have supported the error logging, and also they have removed this prop types completely, and you have to switch to TypeScript. So uh, this is a upgrade and static context types you can't use now in this way. So for passing the uh, context from the parent, so you have to just create a context. So this way of using the context is removed, and also you cannot use the string for referencing any component. Like you have to create a new instead of like passing a string, you have to uh, write a function here to assign the input reference, and then you can access this. So these are the changes, and this module pattern factory this is also removed, and you cannot create you cannot use the create factory function for creating components. Instead, you can directly use the JSX now, and they also have removed they have switched uh, React Text standard. So basically, you don't have to write the shallow at the end. This has become the separate library. not the part of React Extender. So, and also they have removed the deprecated APIs, React DOM APIs, and they have moved to the React package. Act, this was moved to the React package. So you can this is it's deprecated, but now Act function can you can use inside the React. So hybrid, still you can use the instead of hybrid you have to use hybrid root, and you can pass the root and then the component which you want to render. So unmount component at node this function is also removed, and you can just directly using the root can call the unmount function. And find DOM node, basically this was for finding the node current node by passing this. This basically refers to this input field, but now you can't use it like that, like this. You have to make a ref using ref, use ref, and then you can uh, do certain operations in this ref. So there are a few more changes. Element.ref this will use a warning if you use it, and also React Extender is deprecated. Strict modes changes are there, and few more changes. TypeScript changes. Ref cleanup is required, which for which you can use code mode. So that's pretty much about it. And these are the changes which you can do it using the code mode, and this will help you to migrate faster. Yeah, all these changes you can refer here. So that's that's all about the React 19, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.